What is up guys, Stark here. I am back for another Fate video, and in today's video we're going to take a look at some of the news that just came out pretty recently on the game. And this basically centers around the Lady Reines pre-release campaign, which obviously it'll feature waiver as you can see here on the banner. But before we get to that, we are going to take a look at the first bit of news, which is the 1400 day anniversary celebration campaign. There's really not a whole lot to talk about here. It's just like a little celebration. So on April 25th, it'll be 1400 days since Fate Grand Order was released on the NA side anyway. And to celebrate that, they're going to give everyone 10 Saint Courts. Now you will have to log in during the campaign period in order to get those. And it's not much of a long period, so you'll have to log in tomorrow at some point in order to pick up those 10 Saint Courts, but it is nice to have there, and I do like when they do things like this. They give a little bit of Saint Courts back for pretty much no reason whatsoever. Like 1400 days isn't really that special. It's not like a major milestone or anything like that, but it is cool that we're going to get 10 Saint Courts. Outside of that, we do have the pre-release campaign for the Lady Reines event, which I'll talk about a little bit, but mainly this is all about waiver, and I want to talk about waiver a little bit and what I think you guys should be doing for this event. Anyway, the campaign period will start tomorrow night as of this recording, so the 25th. And what you'll need to do is you'll have to have the third Lost Belt intro completed in order to participate in the event. Now everyone should have that done already because Kama's event just recently passed and you needed to have completed Lost Belt number 3 in order to take part in that event. So you should be good to go on the requirements for Lady Reines, but if not, make sure you do have the intro completed. So we have a new look for My Room for a limited time. It'll switch up the My Room, probably have some different music, and you guys can see the background image will change here to be on, I believe that's the train that they're on for the case. So that's a pretty cool thing. I do like when they mix it up a little bit for the events, and that is going to be one of those. And we also have a login bonus reward here, so logging in each day during the pre-release campaign event will give you 7 golden fruits total, so 1 each day for each login. So make sure you're logging in each day and getting those rewards. Next up, we do have the bonus servants for the event, and now the event here will start with the servants on the 25th. But I believe this will carry on through the entire Lady Reines event, and all the servants should be the same. So you guys can see here. So some of them will have attack bonuses and bond bonuses. So the list of servants right here will have both of them, and some of them will only have the attack bonus. So you have Artoria Pendragon, Alter, Archer, Shinjuku, Iskander, Alexander, Leonardo da Vinci, Waver, Charles Babbage, and Emiya Assassin will have both of those. And then for just the attack bonus, you have Artoria Pendragon Alter, the Lancer version, Nursery Rhyme, William Shakespeare, Jack the Ripper, Sakata Kintoki, and Antonio Salieri. I always say Salieri when I say his name because memes and stuff, so I had to do a double take for that name. Anyway, in addition to that, you also do have a double chance of super and great success for all of these servants. So during the campaign period, you'll be able to level these guys up significantly faster. So if you don't have any of them max leveled, now would be the perfect opportunity to do that. And you also get double friend points for these servants as well. And it's the same servants for all of these. Also, the Ember Gathering and Training Ground daily quests will be unlocked for the entire duration of the event. So all of those missions will be available at all times. However, they're not like half AP. It's still going to be the normal AP for all of them, so it doesn't help too much, but it does give you the ability to pick out which one of the embers you need for leveling up your servants or which ones you need for training grounds. So it's nice. I wish it was half AP. That'd be really cool, but unfortunately it is not. What is half AP though is going to be for free quests through part 1 4th singularity. So AP cost for free quests was in main quest part 1 4th singularity. The Mist City London will have half AP until the first time you clear them. So pretty much, I mean, I guess some people might still have the free quests available in London. So if you do need to do those half AP, definitely make sure you get that done there. And then of course we have a banner. So let's go ahead and click that and talk about the banner a little bit. And this is kind of the main reason why I'm making this video. I do want to get back to making news videos, but I started with this one because of something that I want to talk about. But before that, let's go ahead and look at the overall banner. So as you guys can see here, you have Waver featured as the raid up servant, and you also have Alexander as a drop raid up as well. The big thing here obviously is Waver coming back as a raid up servant, and he should be rated up the entirety of the banner. Yeah, he is. So it's just these two characters rated up for the entirety of the banner. So that'll be from the 25th until the 9th of May. And yeah, so let's talk about this a little bit because it's a very interesting thing to talk about. Obviously, Waver is one of the best support characters in the game. Even though he was one of the original characters, he's still a fantastic unit, and his place in the game has not changed since day one. And I don't think it'll ever change because he's pretty much a universal captain. Or not captain, like what game are we talking about here? He's a universal support character. He can fit himself into any team and just be amazing. And even with like Scotty and Merlin and Castor Artoria coming out, Waver's place in the game hasn't changed at all. So if you don't have him, he's definitely a character that you definitely want to get your hands on. Now, I don't necessarily think you should pull on this banner though, and that's kind of why I'm making this video, because as good as Waver is, for most players at this point in time, if you don't have Waver, you're probably better off just waiting for the free 5-star ticket that we're going to be getting next year. Now, when I say that, it is a year from now, pretty much exactly. We're going to get the 20 million download campaign in April next year. So pretty much 1 year to the day of this video is going to be the 5-star ticket. So that may seem like a long time, and that might also tempt you to pull for Waver. But I still don't think you should necessarily pull on this banner. Now, if you're like not free to play and you just like buy courts and pay to play, pay to win, all that fun stuff, and you need Waver, like by all means go ahead and throw your courts at this guy. But mainly, there's a couple reasons why I don't think you should pull for Waver on this banner. The first one being that he's not limited, so you can technically pull him on pretty much any banner, so you could get spooked by him at any time. Second of all, his banner is just not good. It's him and Alexander, so pretty much everyone already has Alexander, so there's really no point in pulling for him. And if you do want him that badly, you can just go ahead and pull for him on the friend point banner, and you should get him pretty easily. The other reason, and I think this is the main reason why I'm really hesitant to tell you guys to pull for him, is because of just the volume of banners that are going to be coming out after him. So, of course, you have the Lady Reines event, which is going to be coming out in a couple days after this. So you have, Reines there herself and Estrella, and the ability to get the craft essences for the event, so you can actually do the event a little bit easier. That's always going to be something you should consider in events to begin with. But even if you take a look at other stuff that comes out after that, so after the Reines event, you have Jalter who comes back. So that's another really good character that you could potentially pull for. And then in June we have the Lost Belt 4 release, and that is going to bring out God Juna, which is probably one of the most sought after characters for the year, and he, in my opinion, is a must-have character. Now, I do think Waver is a must-have character as well, but if you had to choose between Waver and God Juna, I would lean towards God Juna just because of the fact you can get Waver for free. And if you don't have Waver already, like, just picking him up right now isn't going to be very beneficial to you, just because you could take a friend Waver in if you really need to, and you can get him with a ticket next year, and then you'll be able to have both of those characters potentially. So it's just something to consider. Like, obviously, if you pull for Waver, I'm not going to say, like, that was a bad idea, because Waver is amazing, but it's just something to consider for the future. Like, this year is so hard to plan because there's so many good characters. Like, even after God Juna comes out, we have the anniversary, and then we have the summer units, and then, like, we have Guildfest, we have Space Ishtar, we have Lost Belt 5, Scotty comes back, like, Merlin comes back. There's so many characters this year, like, to pull for. It's hard to justify pulling for a character, as good as waiver is, like, you can get him for free. So I kind of just say, be patient. You've made it this far without waiver, like, you can definitely make it a little bit further without him, and then pick him up for free with that ticket. Now, of course, if there's someone else you have your eyes set on for that ticket, then that changes things, because, if you want, I don't know, I'll just pick a random character, like Achilles. Like, that's probably a bad example, because he comes out for Lost Belt 5, but there's other characters on the banner, that you can take with the ticket, that maybe don't come back this year that you really want. And if that's the case, that's fine. Like, if you already have someone else for your ticket, maybe your plan was to pull for waiver here and then use the ticket on someone else, that's okay. Just kind of throwing it out there that waiver is available to get for free next year, and you can get spooked by him at any point in time as well. So maybe you should think twice about spending your quartz on this banner, because some of the other characters that come out later on this year are going to be limited and harder to get, and just more beneficial to you, I guess, in the long run. So yeah, that's my thoughts and opinions on that. I'm not going to be pulling for waiver because I already have him, but I guess I'll leave it up to you with what you guys think to do after hearing that bit of information. So yeah, that is going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it, and if you did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I do have the links below to my Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, and Discord, so feel free to check those out, and I will see you guys next time.